Alright guys, it's been a while since our last video, but today is the day before the archery hunt opens here in Utah for mule deer. Just out here trying to find my number one buck so far. It's a pretty nice buck. We're thinking he's probably like 170 inches maybe, right around there. Just nice solid deer. I'd be happy with it, but I've only seen him the one time. Thought I seen him just a minute ago, but there's just a big 3-point in the same spot, so he might be there somewhere. But anyways, it's been a weird year. I've been struggling to find a lot of deer. So I've been finding some decent bucks, but this one's by far the biggest. So about to head back down. I'll come out tonight. I'm going to check a different spot, and then if I don't see nothing, probably be right back here tomorrow opening morning. See if we can turn him up and bet him down. So anyways, pretty looking forward to this hunting season. We have a lot of tags in our pockets. I'm most excited. I drew a Wyoming deer tag, so I'll be headed up there in the middle of September for about a week. So really excited about that. It'll be fun. So anyways, hopefully we can get it done for here in Utah first and before we go up to Wyoming, but it's alright. Looking forward to it. Alright guys, it is officially opening morning of Utah's archery hunt for mule deer. So me and Tristan decided to split up, so I'm trying to find my number one buck so far, and then he's out checking some different places, so we'll see what we can find, and then hopefully one of us can turn up something to go make a stock. And so, yeah, pretty exciting. There's a lot of people coming up, but I haven't seen very many people where I'm at, which is a good sign. So it's supposed to rain here in a couple hours, so we'll see what the weather does. But anyways, it's good to be on the mountain, the bow in the hand, so hopefully we can turn something up to go after.
Alright, what is up guys? It is opening morning of the 2024 Utah archery season. It's a beautiful morning. The sun's just coming up. It's just barely getting light enough to see. On the camera it looks pretty bright, but it's still fairly dark. I'm going to start glassing here in just a second, but I could probably start to see deer, but it'll be hard to tell what they are at this point right now. But yeah, we're going to get to work. I got to my lookout. Bubba went to a different spot where he found a nice buck, really nice buck, a couple week or two ago. And so he went over there to go see if he could find that buck, and I came over to this other big canyon just to glass, because there's usually some nice bucks end up showing up in this canyon. So yeah, But yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Good luck to all the hunters out here, and hope everyone, just has a great time in the outdoors and can get the bucks that they're after, So, yeah, we'll just get to work glass and see what we can find this morning. Just got the first buck spotted. About like 15 seconds. See him just coming out of these trees right over here. So I'm gonna get the scope out, see what they are. The front one looks like it might be a decent buck. So we'll see. Oh yeah, that one's a nice buck. Yeah, I just got the scope on these bucks here. And yeah, 2 smaller bucks and 1 pretty decent buck. Here, I'll put the all-in system on it and show you guys. See this buck over here on the right, he's ain't no giant, but he's definitely a decent buck. He's a little bit, that back right fork's a little bit weak because that G2, but I think it looks pretty decent. I guess his back fork on his left's a little bit weak too. Good front, so. Alright guys, well, so far I've only seen, I got those 4 bucks, and then I just seen a dell with 2 fawns over in this other spot, just a little bit from my bike. But I guess I could take a second to explain the tag situation, since I don't think I did that. But yeah, so me and Bubba both have dedicated tags this year. This is Bubba's last year. So he's still looking for a good buck, but he's looking to fill his tag this year. So I don't have my tag right now because I haven't got my hours done yet. Just been busy, and I don't have a bow anyway, so can't really hunt this out anyway. So I will get it done before the rifle hunt for sure. But Bubba's carrying the bow right now, and so that's what we're doing. Try and find him a big buck to go after and put a stock on, hopefully, like the couple we found last year. I'm gonna give this spot just a few more minutes, keep glassing, and then if I don't see anything, I'm gonna move over this way. I can look farther back into this other canyon and hopefully find the big one that we was after last year. Big typical buck. And so if you watch our last year's series, you'll be able to see him on there. Bubba was up there looking for him last night, and he's seen quite a few bucks. And one nice 4-point. So we'll go over there and glass across there and see if we can find him. Hopefully, we'll have our fingers crossed for that. That would be awesome. So sun's just peeking up now. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning. We'll keep glassing. Okay guys, well we got some action going on now. I had the video of those elk running around this ridge, just right down here below me. And so our Uncle Greg and our cousin Tyler coming back, and I waved him down and told him, because I know he had an elk tag and he was trying to get an elk, so we sent him down to the bottom of this ravine to go in after him. And he got down in there on him. He said he could hear him, but he couldn't see him. It was too thick in there. And then they've kind of looped around, and they've kind of come around down here below us. And so Uncle Greg is going down there just a little bit, and he's going to kind of just try and cut him off a little bit, keep him from coming down this way and getting all the way around. Because we're kind of in this bowl here. And so if we can kind of keep him here, we got kind of pretty good odds he might be able to get a shot at one. So we'll see what happens. Kind of exciting though. We got some stalks going on this morning, opening morning, so it's been fun. Well, that was fun. Those elk slipped by before our Uncle Greg got down low enough to kind of keep them up in this area, and they're just too quick, and they slipped by and they made an exit out of this canyon. So they weren't spooked or anything. They were just kind of just walking, so they'll be around in here, so we'll keep our eyes out for them. And yeah, so but that was fun. At least we got some action and some stock on this morning. So but yeah, I think that'll do it for our opening morning of the archery season 2024. Storm's moving in, starting to get pretty cloudy, so it's supposed to rain. So I might need to head down and get out here before I get soaking wet. Bubba just left. He's right in front of me, so we'll head home, and then Bubba will be out this afternoon for sure, somewhere. Not quite sure where we're going to go yet. I may or may not be able to go out this afternoon or this evening, but we'll see. So someone will be out there. We'll be filming something. So anyways, thanks for watching. We'll continue the hunt. Day 1. We got a long hunting season ahead of us, so morning number two, and I got to my spot a little bit early, and so I'm just kind of sitting here just waiting for it to get light enough to see. And I just had some doe sneak up on me here, like, I don't know, probably only like 25 yards. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, so last night I wasn't able to go out, but Bubba went out, and I know I saw the video he took of what looked to be a really nice buck. And he's in a bad spot to go try and glass in the mornings, just because the sun comes up right behind where they're at, and so we wouldn't be able to see anything there. But he looked like a really nice buck, and something that we definitely want to go check on again and see if we can find out exactly what he is. It was a long ways away, and it was getting dark, so the video's not the greatest, but you can tell he looks like a nice buck. So but yeah, we're in the same spots that we were yesterday morning. We split up again. Bubba went back to his same spot. I'm back in my same spot, and yeah, we're just gonna do the same thing like we did yesterday and see what we can turn up, and hopefully there's some more nicer bucks come out, and we can put some stalks on something and have some action and have a good time. So, but yeah, beautiful morning. We rained last night so bad yesterday all afternoon. We had some really bad rainstorms, and but it wasn't too muddy or anything up here, and yeah, it's nice. So except for the wind, it's pretty windy right now. Hopefully that dies down, but yeah, we will get to work glassing when it gets light enough. We'll see what we can turn up.
Alright guys, it is morning number 2. So me and Tristan doing the exact same thing we did yesterday. I'm out here trying to find the biggest one that we've seen so far, and got a few deer spotted. It's just hard to tell how big they are. One of them, actually both look pretty nice. So anyways, yeah, last night I went out just low. It was raining, lightning all day, and I seen a lot of deer, which was surprising. And then right before, it was basically right at dark, I seen a buck. I don't know, we can try to put the video in, but he looks like he has a good frame. Just couldn't tell at all what points he had. You could just tell he was pretty wide, tall, looked heavy. Just, it was too dark to tell, so, and he was a long ways away. Anyways, we'll see what we can find this morning. Hopefully find that one I'm trying to find. If not, I'll probably go back low tonight, see if I can get a better look at that buck from last night. So anyways, it's pretty cold this morning. It's really windy, so let's see what's out and moving.
Well, I think that's it for morning number 2. Seeing few animals. That herd of elk. I don't know what spooked them, but something spooked them and they got out of there. But I looked around, I couldn't see anything. I don't know if there was a mountain lion or something down there, maybe someone hiking, but it was kind of early for someone to be down in there that far, I would think. Well, unless they're going after something, but yeah, and then a few small bucks, does and fawns and stuff. Not a whole lot moving around today as much as I thought with all the rain and everything. Yesterday, thought they'd be up moving around a bit more, but it was pretty windy, so I'm curious if the wind was just kind of keeping them tucked in the trees. And because everything that I did see moving was kind of just making their way through the openings and going back into the trees. So, but yeah, not a bad morning. Beautiful morning. The wind's dying down now that everything's laying down. Haven't seen anything for a while. Been cruising around checking canyons and stuff. But yeah, we're going to head down and then we'll see you this afternoon. We'll see what we're going to do. I'm not sure quite what the plan is yet, but we'll get down there and we'll see.
Alright guys, so it's Thursday night right now. Haven't been out since Sunday morning. It's the last time I've been out. Just worked all week, so I came out tonight to a low spot, and as you can see, found that really nice buck. So yeah, he's a definite shooter. And there's another one you can see in this video. I don't know if you'll be able to tell very much, but he looks pretty nice also. Doesn't look as big as that other one, but it's getting pretty dark and the wind's blowing, so it's hard to see and get good video through the spotting scope because of the wind. But anyways, that makes it, I'll be back up here in the morning. Hopefully I can turn up the bigger one. If not, see how big this one is. Maybe he's worth going after. He still looks like a pretty nice buck. But hopefully turn up that first big one. And then hopefully he'll bed down. And, well, we'll just start with finding him first. So anyways, yeah, it's pretty exciting when you see a buck like that. It has a huge body. So anyways, it gets me excited for in the morning. So come back in the morning and see what we can see. Alright guys, it's Friday morning. It's pretty late already in the morning, but those bucks finally just showed themselves from last night, which is kind of weird. They just came feeding out. It's about almost 9 o'clock, and they just came out like 10 minutes ago. So anyways, the big one and the other one are together in that video, you can tell, and the big one is quite a bit bigger than the other one, and the other one's a solid buck. So that got me excited. So I'm gonna watch, see where they bed down. There's some cliffs just to the right of them. Maybe they'll go bed below those cliffs and I can come in from above them. So I'm gonna watch, see if I can see where they bed, see if it'll be good to make a plan. It's really windy again today, so anyways, it's exciting. Got a big buck spotted, and now we're just waiting to see if we can see where he beds. So fingers crossed he beds in a good spot. Alright guys, watching them for about a half hour now, and they're still just feeding, so I'm just gonna sit here and wait and see where they go bed, and then if they bed kind of where they're at right now, according to Google Earth and Onyx, I'll have like a 50-yard shot from top of the cliffs above it if they bed right there. So probably anywhere from 40 to 60 in real life, so that should be doable as long as they bed in a good spot right there. So just keep watching and see where they bed. Alright guys, just watched them for about an hour and 20 minutes, and they finally bedded down right below the cliffs where I was hoping they would bed. But anyways, it'll be like if I can get there and they're still there, it'll be like a straight vertical shot down, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, just getting the bow loaded, got it all loaded up, start heading up there. Probably take me 2 hours to get above them, so got a long ways to go. Anyways, it'll be fun to get a stalk in, so hopefully it pays off. So let's go. Finally got almost all the elevation I need to gain. I just came out and where I can look down to where they bedded and I can see his antlers still in the same spot. So I'm gonna try to get a little video through the binos for you guys, but then I gotta drop back off this other side, go up just a little more, and then cut down around and above him. So hopefully this wind has been off and on, but it's kind of blowing right at him. So hopefully when I get down in the draw that I have to go down, the wind will be good. So while I was trying to video him where he was bedded, I tried. It was shaky. Threw my binos off a walking stick, but he stood up with a couple others. So they're just standing there feeding a little bit. So I'm gonna wait, see if I can watch him bed down again, and then I'll make my way around depending on what they do. So hopefully they just rebed in the same spot. So let's sit here and watch for a little bit. Right below that cliff. Trying to get right there. big one bedded back down. The little ones were still feeding. So I dropped back off, came up, got around where I can't see them anymore. So I gotta go across this steep side hill and get almost behind it, behind this next ridge, go down that one, pop over that, and then go down to the cliff. So hopefully the wind stays good. It's pretty windy, so I can make some noise, so that's good. But anyways, just keep going nice and slow. It's about 1 o'clock. 12:46. So it's been 2.5 hours since they bedded. So they're still in the same spot. So fingers crossed.
Alright, what is up, guys? It is Friday afternoon now. I just got off work. I've been texting Bubba all morning. He's been watching that buck that he found last night. And I got off work a little early. He said he needs a spotter. Said he was about 200 yards from the buck. And they was still bedded. And there was some small bucks that were still kind of feeding around. So he was just moving real slow, trying to get closer. So I heard he ran home, changed my clothes, grabbed my stuff. And now I am almost to where I need to be. Well, I'm about halfway there where I need to be to spot from. And yeah, it's exciting stuff. We'll see if we can get him in on this buck. He's a real nice, solid buck, and he'd be awesome to take with a bow. So it'd be cool to see him do it. But yeah, I'm gonna get up here, get set up, and get the radio on so I can communicate with him a little bit better. And we'll see if we can get this buck down. Guys, just got to the glass and spot. I haven't seen Bubba yet, but I just got here, got the scope set up. I immediately spotted a buck bedded down. So I'm not sure if that one's him or if he's bedded around there somewhere else. I'm sure Bubba hasn't picked out where he is at, but I'm trying to get him on the radio and just make a plan, see if I can pick him up and see where he's at. He's got to be right there somewhere close. And yeah, so we'll start picking this apart, see if we can find him. So there's another buck here, just got up. He's feeding now. He looks like he might be the big one. I don't know. There's two nice ones. The one's definitely bigger though. So, but it's hard for me to tell. Kind of heat waves and the wind blowing. Okay, so this is the big buck. The big buck is out and feeding right now. So I sent Bubba a photo of where he is and where the deer are at, so he can kind of get a, just an estimate of where everything is. And I told him that the one deer was out and feeding over this way to the left, and he said that's where the big one was. And so now the sun's kind of coming out and I can see better, and I can see it's him. So I told him he needs to come down those cliffs and a peek over the top, and that buck should be right there, right below him. So we'll see.
Getting pretty close. I'm just above the cliffs. I just gotta go down a little bit and peek over. Tristan said I should have a shot, so I just dropped my bag, got my bow off, made sure everything was good. I got my boots untied, but I'm still wearing them for a minute, so we're gonna sneak down here and hopefully we can get a shot. I'm getting pretty excited, getting nervous, but we'll just slowly make our way and see what happens.
Fingers crossed he's getting close. He's probably 50 yards from the cliff, the edge of the cliff where he needs to peek over. And the buck's in the same spot. He's just feeding, nice and calm. And so yeah, everything's looking good. If he can just peek over this cliff, that buck should be no more than 40 yards. I'd be surprised if it was over 40 yards. And so we should have a nice, easy, just downhill angle shot right at this buck. Come on, my heart's starting to beat. I'm getting excited. Okay guys, he's getting so close. He's just got to get right to the edge of these cliffs. As you can see that buck down there at the bottom. He's getting so close.
Well guys, that sucks. Got to just about to peek over the cliffs and he was right below them. And all of a sudden the wind hit my back. It was perfect all day. Get to right here at the edge of the cliff and all of a sudden it hits my back. So I sat down just hoping that I'd just push it up and not down off the cliff. Just waited just freaking a couple seconds, waiting for it to shift, and then yeah, they busted. So that sucks. They ran out. He stopped at 100 yards for a second, but I wasn't going to take the shot anyway. And then yeah, they just ran down the bottom. But that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. It's been a long day. That was a long hike. Some steep, nasty oak brush getting to here, so yeah, that sucks.
Oh man, he was so close. He had to turn his radio off because the earpiece isn't working, so it's just the open radio. It was made too loud. And he texts me right when he's getting to the edge. He says it's bad wind. I look at the buck. He looks up, right where he's at, and then stands there for a second, and then they take off. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Oh. It's so frustrating. That's part of the fun of bow hunting though, huh? Because it's hard, challenging, and wouldn't be as rewarding if everything just came easy, right? So, oh man, I really thought that was gonna happen. I really thought that we were gonna get him right there.
God, he looks big running away.
I'll bet he looked big from down here. While I was sitting here watching him feed this whole time.
I wanted to kill him so freaking bad.
I know, me too. I was getting so excited watching this unfold, seeing both you getting closer and closer to him through the scope.
He's bigger than in that freaking video, that's for sure. Alright guys, just made it back to the truck, got all my stuff ready to go, but all in all, it was a good day, good stalk, it was fun. I went 5.5 miles, gained 1,900 feet of elevation before I dropped back down onto the deer. So anyways, it was fun. That's like my dream scenario, shooting one off a cliff, but didn't happen this time. So now on to the next.